So hello there. How are you, friends? Welcome to day 35 of the virus broadcasts. We are going to beat gingivitis over the head with liquor and ice and stupid comments. I hope you're doing well. Why don't we get this show started? I got my jam jar ready. Let me go get my ice. I got the next two songs ready, but after that, the show is completely up to you. So you need to hear something, you let me know. Mondo and many of you already have requested something with Lee Konitz. So yeah, you can expect something off Birth of the Cool, all right? Let me just get to it. First, we're going to start with the one and only Buck Owens record that I have that I'm pretty obsessed with, so I do need more. All right. I don't know if the phone calls are going to work, but I think the phone calls are going to work. So let's see how fucked up we can get this time around.
Well, when I was a little bitty boy, no bigger than an old polecat, well, I used to wonder, like all kids, what made this do that? Now I'd seen what happened to my pa when he'd take a drink from the jug. Yeah, he'd start with a smile, and then after a while, he'd be out on the floor like a rug. Corn liquor, corn liquor, corn liquor, corn liquor. What makes you do what you do? Well, they feel no pain when you touch their brain. Corn liquor, they love you. My folks were away for a while. Yeah, I got the joke down from the shelf to see what made them smile. Now I slowly sipped and I nearly flipped. That one drink was enough. For the life of me, I just can't see why they love that awful stuff. Corn liquor, corn liquor, corn liquor, corn liquor. What makes you do what you do? Well, they feel no pain when you touch their brain. Corn liquor, they love you. Well, as I grew older, I thought about that first sip that I had. Yeah, it really burned, but soon I learned it wasn't all that bad. Now to ease the pressures of this world, here's the way I've got it figured. Well, the thing to do for me and you is drink lots of good corn liquor. Corn liquor, corn liquor, corn liquor, corn liquor. What makes you do what you do? Well, I feel no pain when you touch my brain. Corn liquor, I love you. Yeah, I feel no pain when you touch my brain. Corn liquor, I love you.
Yeah, that is indeed a fantastic way to start a show. I love Buck Owens. I need more Buck Owens in my collection, especially some more of that banjo stuff. Delicious, right? Melinda, yeah, I will push up your comments for now. The comments are working just fine. Please let me know what you would like to hear. Already I'm seeing the Cars. Obviously I'm seeing some Miles Davis off Birth of the Cool or Lee Konitz. I got other Lee Konitz, but I'm going to stick to Birth of the Cool because I think that it's an album that everyone should have. So, you know, it's an album maybe that not everybody does have. So it seems like a good place to start. You know what I'm saying? All right. Should we what did we do today? We did that whole thing with the Radiohead. The Radiohead broadcasts started today courtesy of our friend Mr. Brooke, Bathtub Boy, which I'm hoping will absolutely show himself. Texas Twister, eh? Fucking Melvin Sparks. Yeah, okay, I gotta look up some Melvin Sparks. You see, I'm glad, man. You just keep bringing the requests in, and I will pull them one after another. All right. The chat is open, by the way. the Zoom chat. For those of you that are worried that somebody's going to come in and steal everything you own through Zoom, you should know that I am not giving this link to anybody but you guys. So I would think that's probably as safe as it gets. You understand? Nobody's going to crash this party. No one's going to crash this party. We're a party of losers. Nobody wants to be here anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. You guys are asking for the same fucking songs that I play every day. You gotta change it up. If you want knack, tell me to play something other than My Sharona, and I'll do it. Robert Palmer, can't do. Not today. Texas Twister, that I can do for absolute case. No doubt about it. And for those of you who've been screaming for some Frank Zappa, it almost pains me to make Andy Earl happy, because he says the same fucking thing all the time, so it kind of gets annoying, but I don't know. He's kind of like one of the slow-witted guys in this group, you know? You feel sorry for him, so you kind of just put up with it. Like, you notice his claim to fame here is the fact that he got thrown out before. That kind of thing. How about we do a bit of drinking? Those of you that feel like having a conversation as the alcohol starts flowing a little bit. I didn't have time to roll a joint, but I do have some vapes. I don't have any fucking Loud Love. I wish I had Loud Love. Anyway, let's get to some music, all right?
In the dark, where all the fevers grow, under the water, where the shark bubbles blow, in the morning, by your radio, do the walls close in to suffocate ya? You ain't got no friends, and all the others they hate ya. Does the life you've been leading gotta go? Well, let me straighten you out about a place I know. Get your shoes and socks on, people, it's right around the corner. Out through the night and the whispering breezes, to the place where they keep the imaginary diseases. Out through the night and the whispering breezes, to the place where they keep the imaginary diseases. This has to be the disease for you. Now scientists call this disease bromidrosis, but us regular folks, who might wear tennis shoes or an occasional python boot, know this exquisite little inconvenience by the name of stinkfoot. You know, my python boot is too tight. I couldn't get it off last night. A week went by, and now it's July. I finally got it off, and my girlfriend cried, "You got stinkfoot. Stinkfoot, darling. Your stinkfoot puts a hurt on my nose. Stinkfoot, stinkfoot, I ain't lying. Can you rinse it off, do you suppose?" Here, Fido, Fido. Come here, little puppy. Bring the slippers. Barf, barf, barf. Sick. then Fido got up off the floor and he rolled over and he looked me straight in the eye. And you know what he said? Once upon a time, somebody say to me, this is a dog talking now, what is your conceptual continuity? Well, I told him right then, Fido said, it should be easy to see. The crux of the biscuit is the apostrophe. Well, you know, the man that was talking to the dog looked at the dog and he said, sort of staring in disbelief, you can't say that. He said, it doesn't, and you can't. I won't, and it don't. It hasn't. It isn't. It even ain't. And it shouldn't. It couldn't. He told me no, no, no. Fire! I told him yes, yes, yes. I said I do it all the time. Ain't this boogie a mess?
The poodle bites, the poodle chews it. 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 The poodle bites, the poodle chews
Alright, so we got some Zappa out of the way. I'm somehow hearing something. Do you guys hear double or not? Hold on. You don't. I gotta do the show without headphones again because my headphones are feeding back to me and I have no idea why. It is absolutely frustrating. Because I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to take your calls now. You see how depressed I am? On the other hand, maybe one of you smartasses can teach me how to do this. And then we solve... Oh, I think I may have solved the problem. Look at that, I solved the problem, folks. No, we don't. I didn't solve anything. I hear this insistent... Ah, fuck, this sucks. Alright, look. Lee Konitz is dead. Legendary saxophone player and the last living member on one of the greatest jazz albums of all time. And Miles Davis's first masterpiece, The Birth of the Cool. We're going to listen to a track, one of my favorite tracks off of this, and one of the big tracks off of it also, a track called Boblicity. And I will try, until then, to figure out why I can't hear... Why this fucking headset is not working properly, but it was working just fine this afternoon, and I changed nothing. Oh my god, I hate technology. Alright, day 35. Day 35. Help me get out of this miserable mood. Miles Davis will get me halfway there.
All right. So, yeah, there's something going on with my headset. I have no idea why it's somehow feeding back to me. I hear a delay, you know. I wonder if there's a delay on the video as well. Maybe? Can't tell you. Guys, what do you want me to tell you? I need a producer. Yeah, there's a delay here too. I fucking hate technology so much. Oh, Jesus Christ. I gotta get through 2.5 hours more of this now. I like talking to you. I can't do it now because everything's all messed up. Alright, I might have to choose some long songs and see if I can fix this somehow, because right now it doesn't look like is this working? Huh? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so who wanted the Melvin Sparks? Somebody wanted Texas Tornado? Mr. Texas Tornado Twister? Alright, here's some deep-ass funk. Deep crate digger stuff that was reissued a few years ago, I believe, as an RSD only release, record store day only release, but I'm not sure. I don't go to record store day because I don't like crowds, but I guess I'm fortunate enough to get a lot of this stuff as promo, and I'm happy to play it for you. So why don't we do that? I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to figure out this technology though, and that's just gonna have to be what it is. Until then, Melvin Sparks will take us there. Any knock? Oh no, I can't ask you for jokes, cocksucker. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, I can see all of your comments, and I appreciate the fact that you're trying to help me with this entire technical difficulty thing, which, if you haven't noticed, 35 days in, you figure I'd have figured some of this shit out, but of course not. That's just not me. Me doing things and learning from them? No. Everything seems to change one day at a time, one show at a time, everything. Why? Why does this happen to me? What I want to know is if I removed the buzz, first of all. I'm guessing that the buzz is completely taken out, so that's got to count for something, right? Hey, I do see your requests. We're going to get to them. Like always, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get into a groove. I'm really disappointed that I can't take your calls. If, during the course of the show, I'm able to remove whatever's feeding back, then I'm going to get back to calls. But from what I see here, it's not the Zoom chat. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make for interesting radio, does it? And this entire time, I ate a fucking smoked meat sandwich for lunch and supper, lupper, okay, for lupper or sunch, whatever you want to call it, and I keep burping it up. Like, I'm not sure that that's appropriate. What am I supposed to do? Like, not eat? Everything I eat seems to burp up. It's like mortadella burps all over the game. It's like slicing a big slice of mortadella and putting it in the middle of some bread, some delicious bread with some regot. Delicious fucking Nelson-made regot. You can see that the container, you know how it is that you know that it's that it's Nelson that made the regot? The container is only half open. It's got only half a lid. That's how you know, oh, okay, Nelson must have touched this one. Thank you for your service, Nelson. All right. One more from Birth of the Cool to honor the passing of longtime saxophone player and supposedly somebody with a very dry sense of humor, Mr. Lee Konitz. Rest in peace up there, buddy. So you guys are not hearing any buzz. That's always fun. Joseph Delaney, somebody has to send him a friend request on Facebook. I'm not sure why, but I'm assuming it's because you want chat. All right. I'm glad you guys have that all taken care of. Hey, I just realized that nothing's feeding back. That means this is awesome. You noticed I did absolutely nothing. I did nothing different. I hate technology so much. You don't understand how much I hate it. For God's sake, for goodness and God and Jesus' sake, for Jesus, the baby Jesus, the Santa baby Jesus, God's sake. This fucking gingivitis is making me completely crazy. It's a grind, you know? It's a grind. Thing is that I always like it. It's just kind of tough to get started because I'm at the point in like where I feel like a traumatized fucking soldier. I'm just marching, putting one foot in front of the other. And I mean, this is fun. It is. But it's tiring. It is. It just is. And I want to talk to you. You guys usually are the ones that lift up my spirits. You guys are like my Bette Midler. You're the wind beneath my wings. Unless you live in Tulare, then the wind smells a little... It's the winds of shit. And I don't like that. I don't need those shit molecules in my wings. Fucking Tulare. Holes everywhere. Don't get me started. These guys, they're children. Now they're sitting on the couch. They look like the Simpsons with their kids, the dog. They're all standing there. The whole thing. Because you're not joining in on the Zoom chat. All sorts of things are happening on the Zoom chat. No public nakedness, none of that. No one's going to steal your Bitcoin, I promise. Your Bitcoin is safe with us.
Your adolescent dream, schoolboy stuff, a sticky sweet romance. And she makes you wanna scream, wishing you could get inside her pants. So you fantasize away while you're squeezing her. You thought you heard her saying, good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd be telling you, good girls don't, but I do. So you call her on the phone to talk about the teachers that you hate. And she says she's all alone, and her parents won't be coming home till late. There's a ringing in your brain, 'cause you could have swore you thought you heard her saying, good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd be telling you, good girls don't, but I do. And it's a teenage sadness everyone has got to taste. And in between age madness that you know you can't erase, till she should know your face. You're alone with her at last, and you're waiting till you think the time is right. 'Cause you've heard she's pretty fast, and you're hoping that she'll give you some tonight. So you start to make your play, 'cause you could have swore you thought you heard her saying, good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd be telling you, good girls don't, but I do. And it's a teenage sadness everyone has got to taste. And in between age madness that you know you can't erase, till she should know your face. And it hurts. Good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd be telling you, good girls don't, but I do. Good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd be telling you, good girls don't, but I do, but I do, but I do,
because I'm still not completely set up here, I wasn't able to play you the version that I would have liked to play you. Is something feeding back again? I don't know. Something's going on. All right. If you guys want to try the phone number, let's see if we can make that work. 424-444-7574. 424-444-7574. Of course, I got to change the chat around again. And why can't anything just be... Why can't things go back to normal? I'm like a fucking child having a temper tantrum here. Did you guys enjoy the Radiohead thing? I mean, I don't know. The album was kind of boring, I gotta say. I'm hoping that the Benz is going to be better. But I think I liked the programming, though. I mean, you guys, it was crazy. The chat certainly got very lively, and everybody had shit to say. So that's fun, right? The entire part of the thing, the best part of the show is you guys. So I was happy to see that you decided to do the whole participation thing. Just what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put up the phone number again and encourage you to call, because I need your particular brand of stupidity in order to charge my motor a little bit over here. I need a boost. I need a boost because I need. Oh, who is it? It's always him. I'm coming. Dun, dun, Yes. Hello. Hi. Talk.
Can you play U2 Mysterious Ways?
You're a piece of shit, you know that? You say these things just to upset me. I know that you do. I mean, what gives you pleasure out of saying this? Just because you want to get my goat? Why do you do these things, Nelson?
Oh, I love other people's pain.
No, but you see, the thing is that you heard today, okay? I basically told you how U2 ties in to the beginning of my fucking nervous breakdown. And what do? You throw it right back at me. You fucking stick it down my throat like foie gras. You think that's nice? You think that's fair?
I didn't know. I wasn't there.
What?
I wasn't there. I didn't know that. Can you play it twice now?
What do you want, Nelson? Do you have anything interesting to say to the people here? Do you hear buzzing? Kind of.
No, I don't hear buzzing. Do you have Damned?
No, dude, I don't have the Damned. I wish I did. Pardon me?
Suck.
Yeah, I don't have the Damned. I can't help you there.
How about, I don't know. I requested Sharon Van Eaton.
Oh, okay. I can definitely do Sharon Van Eaton. However, I need you to tell me which song, because I'm not familiar with the album. I have only the newest record, so fucking Tommy Alaska noise. Hey, name me a song and I'll play it for you.
The first one on side B. Side B is always the best. Oh, 17. Janice wants 17.
She wants 17, then 17 is what it is that she'll get. All right.
All right.
In the meanwhile, I didn't have time to queue up anything, but I kind of just pull a record that's in the stacks here already, and I have Bacon Lady on queue. She's ready to go. Do you know who the Bacon Lady is?
No.
She sings out of she sings from her thing from her synthesizer, and she puts on a unicorn hat. So we're gonna listen to a song, okay?
Oh yeah.
All right. So this is Bacon Lady.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye.
Street singer, that's a rock and roll show. Hot speakers, woofers, keyboard Cadillac with a box Jaguar, atomic Wurlitzer flash, a souped up Casio. Strobe light lasers, floodlights through phasers, bubble blasters and a dry ice Eskimo. Strobe light lasers, floodlights through phasers, bubble blasters and a dry ice Eskimo.
Was that a remake from something? I honestly don't know. Humdinger. No, probably not, eh? This entire thing is not all remakes. She's got, I think, some original pieces. Humdinger seems to be one of them. But we can play some original Space Lady. I mean, it's interesting. Nothing else like it, right? So, I guess it's a start. Oh, look. Janice and Nelson's kid is sleeping on Janice's... Wake up! Is she still sleeping? I don't understand. I'm trying to annoy people here. It should have worked. All right. I haven't been able to find Sharon Van Etten yet, or Etten. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll look for it. I have like easily 5 or 6 copies of this, so I'll find it. Until then, we're gonna have to make do with some Twisted Sister. How does Twisted Sister work for you? Is anybody making any phone calls? No, eh? Okay, good. So on to Twisted Sister.
Trouble!
And there we go. Shit might start getting interesting. Fucking Brooke kinda gamey has joined Zoom chat. That could very much start becoming very interesting. I'd like to learn how to mute all of you on this thing because somehow I've forgotten how to do that too. Oh well. We're getting there though. Okay. So I'm going to play another Bacon Lady, the Space Lady. We haven't heard from her. The last time... Holy fuck, that's a big dog, Youngblood. I'm pretty sure he doesn't appreciate being held that way. All sorts of things are happening. Puppy love. We have puppy love. Hello there, Kukutsina. Nelson. The brunette. What's her name? Is that Elizabeth or is that Kukutsin? Which one? Not the one who does fires. The other one. So, no, I don't hear you, Tommy. All right, so listen. I'm going to play some more Bacon Lady. And after that, what else do I have? I don't have anything queued up. So there's Sharon Van Eaton that's coming up next, 17. We're going to play that. Look, there's children, guys. You have to admit. You see, that's why Zoom chat is so beautiful. There are dogs. We have animals. We got a dog here. We got a cat. We got an entire family of 4. The fucking Garcias are together. All sorts of... And Brooke is here. God only knows what's going to happen with Brooke in the Zoom chat. So it's a beautiful thing. You understand? Her. The brunette. What's her name? She's the nice one. She's the quiet one who thinks a lot. She's the one who's going to surprise you out of nowhere one day. Like one day when she's 13 years old. So basically when she's 13 and a half, she's going to come in and just surprise both of you. Hey, Mom, Dad. And you're going to say, what is it, sweetheart? Because she's the baby, right? She's the nice one. What is it? Mom, Dad, I'm pregnant. And it'll crush your hopes and dreams. The quiet ones. You haven't fucking learned? Didn't anybody teach you anything? The quiet ones are the ones that you got to watch out for. The ones that act like they're going to start fires, those, okay, they're going to start fires. You guys have all kinds of psychological issues happening in your family. But the quiet one, you never, ever take your eye off the quiet one. Because the quiet one, you know why it is that they get into the worst trouble? Because you never suspect it. You expect the other one, the fire one, you expect her to fucking crawl out the window at midnight and go out drinking. You expect all that. Because you can already see her personality crazy. The quiet one, you don't expect anything. It's like, and you're probably laying in bed, all nice. It's like, oh my God, oh Nelson, oh Janice, thank God, at least one of our children won't give us any trouble later. And you know, she's the one who just walked out. She's the one who just stepped out of her window to go party at the drive-in. You used to go to the drive-in in your car. You know what happens there. Nobody watches the movie. What do? You get there, you order popcorn, and you fuck. That's what you do. You always got to watch out for the young one. You got to watch out for the silent ones, I'm telling you. She's in the back eating. Yeah, eat. Let me guess, you're already getting the munchies? What is it? When is the baby due? I know you. I know the troublemakers. All right. Here's some more Bacon Lady.
Standing there alone, the ship is waiting, all systems are go. Are you sure? Control is not convinced, but the computer has the evidence. No need to abort. The countdown starts. Watching in a trance, the crew is certain, nothing left to chance. All is working, trying to relax. Up in the capsule, send me up a drink. Jokes Major Tom. The count goes on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth feels drifting on, floating responding? Hello, Major Tom. Are you receiving? Turn the thrusters on. We're standing by. There's no reply. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Earth below, drifting on, floating weightless, calling, calling. Earth below, drifting on, floating weightless, calling, calling. Across the stratosphere, the final message: give my love and nothing more. Far beneath the ship, the world is mourning. They don't realize he's alive. No one understands, but Major Tom sees. Now the light commands. This is my home. I'm coming home. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Earth below us, drifting on, floating weightless, calling, calling home. Earth below us, drifting on, floating weightless, calling,
So the answer would be that yes, on the Zoom chat I have all of you muted. I can't find the button that says mute all, and that's mostly because I'm a moron, because I know it's there. I mean, I've done it before. It's just I can't find it. Technology confuses me, man. But I can tell you that our phone line, our hotline is open. It is, dear friends. And I just want you to know that we will, if you wish, take your phone calls. I will be happy to answer any questions, help you with marriage tips. I can help you work out all your problems. If you have young children who have suddenly come home and told you that they're pregnant, I can help you learn how to deal with such situations. As a matter of fact, it's just I'm offering. I'm not saying you have to, but I know that these times it's very, very difficult to afford psychotherapy. So I would just like to offer my services free of charge. If you would like to put your daughter on the telephone, I will guide her through everything. I will teach her things you never thought possible. I promise. So you should know. Please, all of you, wash your hands of the deadly gingivitis. It's very important, okay? Listen, I know I've been repeating myself, but porco Dio, I'm worried about you. I'm worried. I don't want any of you to fucking bike ride in the shit winds. Already, Bronco Billy put us in jeopardy. He put us in jeopardy. You know why? Because he went for a bike ride straight into the shit winds. That's gonna hurt us all. My wife wants to know if the young kids can hear me. Yeah, the young kids can hear me. So right away, I know her. She's going to want to give me shit. You know, you really shouldn't talk to children like that. Hey, our daughter's 13. She's heard me say worse. I like making my daughter uncomfortable in ways that are uncomfortable, but not completely inappropriate. Like every once in a while, I tell her, hey, Sophia, it's time to go trim your bush. Just because I know it'll freak her out and she'll get mad at me. And it's fun. It is. It's fun. And I know that it's not going to be a bad thing. No one's going to say, oh, Sam, no, Sam. Sam was inappropriate because he told his daughter to trim her bush. No. They're not going to remember me like that when I die. They're not going to remember me like that. They're going to say, Sam, he had a sense of humor. He used to come close to the line, but he knew when not to cross it. All right? I hate to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, but it's no secret. At 13 years old, you start growing pubic hair. Okay? It's not inappropriate. I am just pointing to the obvious, nothing more. What? You're afraid of scissors? Are you afraid of a little grooming? You got to groom in life. You got to teach them young. You got to teach them young. So what I'm saying to you is if you have teenage children, put them on the air. I'll fix them right up. I'll teach them things. They can ask me anything they want. I promise I'll give them answers. 424-444-7574. Is one of you mohons gonna call? No, eh? We haven't heard from Tommy Alaska in a while. Nobody remembers anything. All I know is that I'm going to Twitter here, and it says that Billy Fields retweeted my tweet. So it's very entirely possible that His Majesty of Warner Brothers, His Majesty Billy Fields, might be listening, and I already know what he's gonna say. I know him, Sam, you know, you should be less crass. You should be more classy. He wants me to class the entire show up. Fuck, you don't know me by now? This is what I do, Billy. This is what I do. Casey Kasem is dead. It's my turn. It's my turn to do radio. My way. These people. You guys must be wondering, oh, Sam, he's always angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm Italian. This is the way we talk. Name me one other show where we share recipes. I taught you guys how to make sauce. Clearly some of you don't listen very well. Who was the mohan? Oh, I make an excellent veggie pasta. Fuck off. Veggie pasta. Do you know how delicious it is when you put pieces of pork cube in there? You put some beef cubes. You know how delicious the sauce tastes? No, right? So don't be talking to me about vegetarians. All right? I already feel guilty enough eating the flesh of animals. I feel guilty already. You have to show your superiority to me by telling me by telling me all about your vegetarian habits. I don't want to hear about them. Did you ever think of that? I have issues too. You must treat other people with empathy. All right? You guys, you don't know I have a hot dog addiction. I have a hot dog addiction. You see? It's not just me teaching you things. I need help too. I have weaknesses. I pass a hot dog joint, I gotta get a hot dog. I got hot dog weaknesses. I know lips, snouts, assholes, it doesn't matter. Smoky deliciousness. That's what I know. I put that shit in my mouth, smoky deliciousness. But Sam, the meat's all machinated. You can't see that in there. There's fucking ground up beaks. You don't see? There's pork, asshole. You're eating smoked pork, asshole. Yeah? Delicious. Is it any different from pork butt? Doesn't matter. You clean the asshole out properly. If it tastes delicious, you make hot dogs. When life gives you assholes, you make hot dogs. That's just the way it goes. It's like lemonade. Same damn thing. That cool, refreshing drink. Hot dogs, that delicious smoky goodness. How's that? Nobody wants to call me, eh? Alright. I'll do my show by myself. I can talk to myself. It's no problem. I know how to do this. Queen, bicycle, no. Dude. I hate to tell you, but we have a little bit of a bidding war happening here, okay? We have a bidding war. The bidding war goes like this. Holy fuck, there's a real bidding war. Let me just tell you how this bidding war is to kiss or not to kiss. Okay? So the way it started is, and it's all super tips. You morons obviously feel very strongly about it. Curtis Postel is the only one who gives property to the Chivas Fund. I see you, Curtis. That's half a Chivas bottle. $70 gets me another Chivas bottle. I'll remember. I promise. Let me tell you how these other morons talked about it. It started off Andrew Daly. Put something on the board. Okay. Andrew Daly, play some Kiss. You choose the song. You think that you guys would all respect him. Show respect. This is a very, very good member. It's a good member. It's a very good member of this community. You should respect him. All right? Instead, no, Nelson. Nelson has to match exactly what Andrew did, just to piss him off. Just because he's got darkness in his soul. No, don't play Kiss. Andrew Daly gets upset, and he should, because his rights are being infringed upon. He doubles up and he says, hey, Nelson, go fuck yourself. You and your stupid eyelids. You and your chicharrone eyelids with their shit smell because of where you live. This guy, it's like Tulare. You ever hear that song? Do you ever hear that song by Dean Martin? Tulare. Oh. Tulare. Oh, 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 oh. You ever hear that song? It's like that. It carries an aroma. So Andrew, he's winning at this point. It's like, fuck you. I don't care about these people. I want to hear Kiss. And I salute you, Andrew. I do. I feel you. So what happens? Fucking twat waffle Janice Garcia. Seriously, do not play Kiss. Hey, guess what, Janice? You just wasted your super tip because Andrew is still ahead. He is still ahead. So fuck you. Oh, and then I go on a little further. Johnny Campbell throws in, and all of a sudden, the no kiss wins. No kiss until a bidding war tops the no kiss group. Well, the no kiss group is winning right now by $5 thanks to Johnny Campbell. And then we go down a little further. Yes, I tell my daughter to trim her bush. Just a bugger. Andrew Daly, Kiss Deuce. Guess what? $15 for Kiss. He wins, bitch. He wins. You win. You're worth a deuce. You're worth 2 deuces. I might play you 2 songs just to piss the other guys off. You're $15 up, Andrew. You and me, don't worry, I got your back. I respect the little guy. I'm not like these morons. They don't care about... Fuck you. Pelican. I can't play any Pelican, Andrew Brown. And your vote doesn't count. So we are $15 in the positive for Kiss. And you'll get one. As a matter of fact, you'll get 2. Andrew Brown, I would absolutely play Pelican for you if I had it. I don't. On the other hand, if you have something similar that you want to hear, dude, I got you. No problem. What it is that I like most about this is now, you got me all excited. It's all... No one answers the phone because you guys know, you hear it in my voice. This guy, if I call him on the phone, he's going to tear me a new asshole. You're right. Motherfuck. You're right! I drink to that. A little drinky poo. I'm going to have a little drinky poo, and then I'm going to play some Kiss. Mohan. Sharon Van Eaton. You notice, Janice, everybody respected your taste. Nobody decided to put money on the board and say, oh, you know what? I don't want Janice to be happy. So don't play any Sharon Van Eaton. We're not all cunt waffles. Next time I see you, I'm going to press that garage door opener on your head. I'm going to put syrup on you. Don't worry about it. I come from Canada, all the way from Canada. From the Great White North. I come to your fucking, to your shit-smelling city. I don't say anything. I try to be polite. You come in, your fucking garage door opener and that fucked up head of yours, all that weird hair. Janice, you know who cuts his hair like you? Maynard of Tool. Maynard of Tool cuts his hair like you. Nobody says anything. What do? I bring 2 cans of syrup to you. So some of Canada's most delicious export. 2 cans of delicious Quebec maple syrup. What does she say? The minute I come in, what does she say? I don't like syrup. You can understand why I don't listen to this woman. She aggravates me. Yet I play songs for her. I play songs. You know why? There's one particular reason. There's just one reason why I would play songs. Because Janice just had to say one thing to me. I had to sit down and I just had to hear her say one thing. And I knew it wasn't for me that she said it. She just said it. She made it understood that her entire family, she's the one who got up by the big boy britches. She's trailer trash. It's very clear. She grew up in a very trailer trash environment. And she's a bootstrap kid. So she's worked her entire life. You see, and I respect that. And what it is that she said is she always built her house to make anybody understand. If you're down on your luck and you need somewhere, you got a home to come to. And me, the minute it is that you say that, it reminds me of when I was poor. Okay? It reminds me on that day that I remember that I had no money. It was a Wednesday. I hadn't gotten paid yet. And I didn't eat anything for the entire day. I was starving. And I had to go look in the folds of my couch just so that I can collect 69 cents so I can buy myself just one box of Kraft dinner. That was the day that I looked at Dans la Rue, the charity that I support as much as I do. The charity with a truck outside. And their mission is to help homeless kids. Drugs, no drugs, it doesn't matter. They know that if you're on the street, it's because something's wrong. So they give you a hot dog, they give you a drink, they give you a counselor if you need a counselor, and they try to help you. And the minute it is that Janice made me understand that she's that person, I forgot the cunt waffle part of her. It's still there. It's still there. I don't like lasagna. I don't like syrup. I don't like this. Jesus Christ. Shut up, woman. She doesn't even react anymore.
I know what you wanna say. I think that you're all the same. Constantly being led astray.
I mean, I know you guys are trying, like, you think maybe I'm exaggerating this point or something, but you guys don't understand just the value of Zoom chat. It's a value added on top of that. You're not paying more for it. I'm doing it. What happens? We're a bunch over here. Of course, Brooke gets on. We're looking at his ball sack right now. Why? Because his camera's not pointed right. So all I can do is I'm like just fascinated. I'm just staring at his ball sack. It's not right. But this is what we call entertainment in the post-gingivitis world. In the post-gingivitis world. You don't have to worry. What is MCR, by the way? You guys are talking about MCR? Janice, you're very welcome. I'm gonna bust your chops forever, but you know, I got your back no matter what. I was one of those people that was down on his luck, understand that, Janice. No matter how many fucking jokes I make, I was down on my luck, and when it is that you've suffered, when it is that you're really scared to the point where you don't know where your next meal is coming from, you hang on to the person who holds out their hand for you. And it's pride that makes you stay away from charity or handouts or any of that. So I know what you represent in my life, and that's why I do it. Johnny, you gotta get better taste, My Chemical Romance. No, I don't have that. What do I look like? Do I look like I hang out at the mall? These guys. I just want you to know, Andrew Daly, you're the winner over here. $15 up. We're playing Kiss. In 13 minutes at 9:30, I'm playing Kiss for you. I'm playing Deuce. I got it. I got it right here. All right? Right here. We're not going to let the naysayers win. Andrew Daly. Solidarity. I got your back. These fucking putos. They don't care. They want to hold you back, don't they, Andrew? I got you. We're going to listen to some music now. Everybody want to sing along? Do you know the song? Do you know Free? Do you know what freedom is? The taste of freedom. You're going to listen to the taste of freedom. Taste of fucking freedom. Respect. Respect and no respect. Go trim your bush.
Alright, the group is now going to appear, so let's have some order.
You see? You're very, very welcome. Good band, right? Free. It's the version that never gets played on radio. Live. We will play more songs. I don't know what songs those are, but I'm not really sure what the deal is. But there's something interesting that happens because of this Zoom culture, and I'm sure that when it's all said and done, like one thing that's for sure, like I'm practically certain it's going to be the case, right? When we remember every era, so like the 80s, we'll remember the Rubik's Cube, right? We'll remember Max Headroom, we'll remember Spuds MacKenzie, we'll remember Where's the Beef. We remember things. Whether we like it or not, one thing that I'm pretty sure we're going to remember after this gingivitis broadcast, this entire gingivitis, what we're going to do is everybody's going to remember Zoom. Because Zoom, in the last 2 weeks, gained 2.2 million users. Their base before that was 1.3, so they nearly tripled their user base during the gingivitis broadcasts because people are doing with it exactly what we are. But what I find interesting is the kind of things that people seem to want to share collectively. It makes no sense. Brooke in the bathtub fully clothed. Andy's got a picture of Kermit he's got it looks like a ceramic statue of Kermit the Frog. You know Kermit the Frog when he's like the when he's the reporter on Sesame Street, when he's a reporter. This is Kermit the Frog. This is Kermit the Frog. You know that one, right? He's wearing the funny hat. He's wearing the beige trench coat, the child molester trench coat. Him. He's got a puppet of that. Then I got Youngblood, who admittedly has a very cool. He's got a cool Kraftwerk shirt. And he was just holding a knife. No idea why. So I just try to understand what all of this is about as I'm coughing my lungs out. Getting high, it has its disadvantages. I got all kinds of sweats happening now. My body temperature just changed. It's like I just sat in a sauna. I feel like I'm next to Matthias Gustafsson in the sauna. Did somebody just transport me to Finland or something? I don't get it. Listen to me. Andrew. Andrew Daly. Not Kermit Andrew. Andrew Earl. By the way, I just want you to know the latest. Andrew Earl decided that I should just give you guys a chance. I gotta stop coughing, man. I gotta give you guys a chance to put together a 30-minute playlist. And I should play it for you. So wait a second, dude. If I gotta take my playlist and I gotta make you do it for 30, what am I here for? Just to be your jukebox, right? Just to do the things? I'm the guy who changes the records for you? The entire point is the spontaneity of the show. Dickhead. So Andrew Earl knows. He says things. That's what I mean. It's like I don't trust this guy's judgments. He says things, and I already know. Whatever he's going to say, it's going to be dopey. Why would I give 30 minutes of this show to somebody else? I'm not doing it. One song at a time. The entire idea is the spontaneity of the thing. You never know what's going to happen. Dumbass. So if all of a sudden I take 30 minutes of the show, and I already tell you, okay, this is what we're doing, how's it going to be interesting? You know what I suggest? I suggest that you get yourself a show, Andy Earl. Do it yourself. Call it a radio show, but all you're going to do is play Frank Zappa. Oh, yeah, that was a Frank Zappa song, Uncle Remus. And now we're going to play another Frank Zappa song from a different album. And join us in half an hour at the top of the hour. We'll play another Frank Zappa song. You would make such an excellent DJ. Andrew Earl, I got your back. You got some deuce coming to you. You didn't let him win. We won. We won, Andrew Earl. We beat the bastards down. We beat the bastards down. It's us that win, not them. I am with you. I am with you. Andrew Daly. We got a lot of Andrews over here. Okay, a lot of Andrews. Andrew Daly, dumbass. Andrew Brown, very bad taste in music. No, Andrew Daly's all right. Andrew Daly's the good one. Andy Earl, dumbass. Andrew Brown, terrible taste in music. He's emo. He's the kind of kid that when he was a 14-year-old boy, he used to go to high school. He used to show up in math class with like eyeliner and tell people that he was depressed. Because it's emo. It's emo. I don't have a single suicidal urge inside me, but you know what? It's cool if I cut myself. So I'm going to cut myself for fashion. Andrew Brown, go to the mall. Go buy yourself some Stevie Wonder or something. I just called to say I love you. Oh, fuck! I'm fucking dying.
So I'm back to the velvet underground, back to the floor that I love, to a room with some lace and paper flowers, back to the gypsy that I was, to the gypsy that I and it all comes down to you. Well, you know that it does with lightning strike. Maybe once, maybe twice. Oh, and it lights up the night. And you see your gypsy. You see your gypsy. To the gypsy that remains, faces freedom with a little fear. I have no fear, have only love. And if I was a child, and the child was enough for me to love.
would like, before we continue this show, I would like to address some truly vicious rumors. There have been rumors going about my having caught the deadly gingivitis. I'm here to tell you that has not happened. I simply just took a little bit too much of a hit on the vape, and I coughed. That's it. The reason I know I don't have the gingivitis is that supposedly one of the things that happens is that you lose your sense of taste and your sense of smell. I still smell all of you, the feces coming out of your mouth, that breath, because you don't floss your teeth. You think that you brush. You wait until you got like an inch of plaque on your teeth. Like, how lazy do you have to be not to brush your teeth? You wake up, you take a piss, you wash your hands, you brush your teeth. Why is this complicated? These people, they don't brush their teeth. Dental floss. Just use dental floss. I got some, it gives you superpowers. It's encrusted in zircon. So when I use it, I breathe on you, you freeze like that. It's like fucking Wonder Woman. It's like Wonder Woman with her lasso. It freezes you when you tell the truth. I freeze you immediately with my zircon encrusted dental floss breath. That's why, look at these teeth. Look. These gums. That is no gum disease right there. That is good teeth. Because I practice oral hygiene. Alright? Flossing is not overrated. Fuck. Stop! What are you telling my audience? Flossing is not overrated. Now you know. You want to know why Andrew's single? Because his breath smells like shit. His breath smells like a sewer. He doesn't floss. Overrated. It's not overrated. Alright? Your gums aren't supposed to bleed when you eat a piece of toast. When you bite into a piece of toast, you're not supposed to lose your two front teeth when you bite into a hamburger. That's because you don't floss, fuckface. What are you telling people? Bad breath, listen, bad breath, you know what it is? It's because people, they got rotting meat in the middle of their teeth, alright? They got fucking rotting shit in the middle of their teeth because they can't. It's too much work. Floss your teeth! How long does it take? Jesus Christ. I've been to Janice's house. She won't even eat breakfast at home. Do you know that she's got this favorite breakfast place that makes a breakfast sandwich? In the middle of the week. It's not like a week. No, it's not like she has to go somewhere and she picks it up anyway. No, she gets in her car and goes to takeout just to get this breakfast sandwich on a Tuesday. If you got time to get in your car and go get your breakfast sandwich, you got time to floss. Floss your teeth. Eventually, you're gonna have to get back out into the public out there. You can't kill people. You can't. Andrew Brown, are you saying that this whole shtick is overkill, or do you want to hear some overkill? If the shtick is overkill, go fuck yourself. Turn off the channel. What? You have to listen. I'm not forcing you here. Andrew Brown, get your black ass out of here. Right now. If you're asking about the band, please disregard all of the mean things I said about you in the last 30 seconds. I can play some overkill. So what you need to do is either not answer because you left, or ask me to play some overkill. The only overkill album I have is Taking Over. Not because I want it that way. Believe me, I want a lot more overkill. When I find it, I'll get it. But until then, it's about time that we class the joint up a little bit. We let the people with taste. We let the common folk. We let the common folk take over the airwaves. Not these people. I know. I'm gonna put up super chat so you don't play it. No, I'm playing it. I'm playing it. The forces of good won. Oh my God, dude. Do you hear this? Out of nowhere. All of a sudden I start feeding back. I did nothing. You saw that. It's like the Great Ravine is in this room and taking over. I got poltergeists in this room. Fuck, why can't I do this properly? Andrew, thank you. Thank you for saving the planet. That's all I'm saying, Andrew. Thank you for saving the planet. Yes, I will play some Kiss. The forces of good have won, Andrew Daly. Not the other ones.
Get up and get your grandma out of here. Pick up on Jim is working hard this year. And baby, do the things you're supposed to do. Baby, if you're feeling good. And baby, if you're feeling nice. You know your man is working hard. He's worth the deuce. Push your man behind his ears. Baby, stop crying all your tears. Baby, do the things you're supposed to do. Do it. Baby, if you're feeling good. Yes, baby, if you're feeling nice. You know your man is working hard. He's worth the deuce. Baby, if you're feeling good. Yes, baby, if you're feeling nice. You know your man is working hard.
Janice. Listen, Janice. Why do we have to tussle? Why do we have to tussle like this? Why can't we just get along, Janice? I remember you having breakfast. So maybe you don't order the breakfast sandwich. Maybe you order something else. But I've seen you get in the car because there's something you like. There's some kind of fast food that you like. I can't remember. I got all kinds of shit happening in the background. It sounds like somebody is backing up a delivery truck. I beeping all sorts of stuff. I got gremlins in my system. It's one of you guys doing it. I'm sure it's one of you guys. All right, listen. You should know that I'm going to. I can't hear this. I'm going to prepare. We are 17 minutes away from singing, so we got to do the preparation around here. We got to do preparation. Okay. I got a few other songs. I saw some of your requests. I have every intention of satisfying those requests. I'm qualified to satisfy you. Dear friends, look at me. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. Beautiful. Ho, ho. Everybody's beautiful. All of you, brothers and sisters. Beautiful. The reason I'm acting like such a moron is because I'm high as fuck. All that coughing. You know what happens when you cough that much, the THC, it goes straight to your brains. It breaks the bones in your brains. And what winds up happening is you start singing. You start singing all the joy in your heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. What? Down in my heart. What? Down in... Like that. Do you understand? Don't hate. Masturbate. This is the way we show love. All right? Show some love in your heart. Show some love in your heart. Let those cockles shake for the right reasons. And for God's sake, go trim your bush. One of you has perfect timing. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you, Angela?
I'm good.
Angela?
I'm slightly delayed, so I don't know if I'm on the air.
No,
or
you're
just
on the
talking
air.
in
You need to turn off everything. You just have to pay attention to me. Angela, can I ask a question? We all know that you're a nurse. Do you wear a cape to work?
Yeah.
Do you wear a cape to work?
I do not wear a cape to work, unfortunately.
Are you allowed
It
to
would
wear
be
a
highly
cape?
frowned upon.
You should wear a cape to work. And when you wear your mask, you wear a mask, right?
Well, these days I wear a mask, but under normal circumstances, no mask, unless I need to.
You should put a Superwoman sign on your mask because you deserve it. We're all grateful. We're all grateful for what you do.
People would definitely think I was weird if I drew things on my mask or wore patterned masks.
You kind of are weird, though. You know that, right?
Oh, totally.
So that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. These gingivitis people, they need to laugh. You need to make them laugh a little bit, Angela.
Well, I have a laughable story, but I'm calling you for advice because I need to know who is the bigger idiot here in the story that I'm
you
about
see?
to deliver.
This is what it is that I like. This is because you see, this is somebody. Just so you guys know, you fools know who's talking right now. This is somebody highly skilled in the medical profession. You do work in the medical profession, don't you, Angela?
Yes, I do. Sam.
Okay, good. So for all intents and purposes, right now we're having a conversation. It's like it's two doctors talking. So yes,
Basically.
I would be glad to share with you my advice. Please, Angela, ask your question. I will impose. I will give you my knowledge.
All right. So basically, the background part of it was that I'm working from home today, and I am actually working on a couple of different clinical trials for COVID-19, believe it or not.
Of course.
So I was home doing some data entry for some of my hospitalized patients, and Andrew had just gotten home from work. That's Andrew Daly. And,
of course.
He decided to put on an album. So he puts on this album, and it sounds really interesting. And I asked him, "Oh, is this that new Sun Ra album that got delivered today?" And Andrew tells me, "Yeah." So I listened to the entire side A and the entire side B completely in Spanish. And I'm just amazed as I'm, entering this data and listening to this album in the background about, how interesting it is that Sun Ra chose to do an entire album in Spanish.
Which one?
I'm wondering maybe he paired up with, some artist that inspired him. Maybe he speaks 2 languages for all I know. I don't know the guy. So, I listened to the whole side B, and again, I'm just amazed. It's a great album. I really love it. It doesn't really sound like Sun Ra, but that's sort of Sun Ra's jam, right? His stuff's totally out there and weird. So I take it as this is Sun Ra because that's what Andrew told me. So fast forward about an hour, I'm looking on Facebook and I see the album that he played. I see the picture because I saw it from across the room, and he posted it in Vinyl Junkies. And guess who the artist is? It's Pedro Santos.
Oh, he did a. Hold on a sec. He did a record with Pedro Santos. You got to turn off the volume in the back over there. We're hearing ourselves in double. He did an album with Pedro Santos?
Yes, he played the whole album, and he told me it was Sun Ra. What the fuck? So my question is, who is the bigger idiot? Is it Andrew for telling me the wrong information, clearly not listening to his wife? No. Or is it me because I didn't know better to know that it wasn't?
No, your husband's a dumbass. There's no fucking doubt about it. I mean, number one, okay, there's a few reasons. There's a few reasons why he's a dumbass and you're the one who's right. Number one, you're a nurse and he's not. That's the first thing. So right there, everything else that comes after that, he loses basically just on that. Okay? Number two, Sun Ra. Okay, let's start with the Pedro Santos part. I'm going to play some Pedro Santos after, just to play it, okay? Pedro Santos is not exactly the world's most known artist. This is ultra obscure, even amongst people who like Brazilian music. It's also just an absolutely brilliant record, and if it's in the store, I want all of you to have it. But it's not for somebody who who goes to the mall and puts on eyeliner and listens to My Chemical Romance. It's not that. Okay? You don't know. So Pedro Santos, for you not to know Pedro Santos doesn't make you a dumbass. It makes you kind of normal. And on top of that, just so you know, your husband's doubly a dumbass. Because I know when he bought the fucking record. He hasn't had the record more than 3 months. So he's acting like an asshole. He's trying to pretend he knows everything, okay? Whatever it is that you do to him, whatever he likes, whatever holes you put your fingers in, you keep your fingers to yourself tonight, Angela. He fucking doesn't deserve none of it. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, you happen to be right about Sun Ra. Did you see my reaction before you told me Pedro Santos? I said, wait a second. Sun Ra did an album with Pedro Santos? Sun Ra did an album in Spanish? The fact is that Sun Ra's done 500 albums. I don't know a single person who's heard all of them, number one. Number two, he's proven that his language takes him everywhere. The guy will play everything. Sun Ra has a disco album. So, no, you are not a dumbass at all. He's a dumbass. He's absolutely a dumbass.
What happened?
So what it is that you should do...
Well, Andrew wants to defend himself.
Okay.
So what happened is, I'm sitting on the couch. I did get a Sun Ra album in the mail today.
Which one?
It's Heliocentric Worlds of Sun Ra.
Fantastic.
It came in the mail, and she saw it. And so about an hour later, I sit down and I put music on. And to be perfectly honest, I was spacing out. She was talking. I wasn't paying attention. And I have no recollection of this, but apparently she asked me, is this that Sun Ra album you got today? And I guess I just absentmindedly said yes, but I was playing Pedro Santos. Yeah, so she says she asked me this. I don't have any recollection of it. I'll have to take her word for it, but that's what happened.
Okay, so basically what?
I've listened to that whole album under the false pretense that it was someone else. So I think he needs to not only play the album again, but he should give it to me, and it should be part of my collection.
I think that you're absolutely right.
It's mine.
Can I tell you why you're right? Can I tell you why you're right? Because you're a nurse and he's not. Whatever it is that he does, what does he do? He fucking delivers breads to people. It's essential services, but not as much as you. You save lives. You, at least, you should be wearing a cape. Him, nothing. You should deliver. He should deliver your. You deliver your bread. Deliver your bread and shut the fuck up. Be grateful. Your wife is right and you're wrong. And you guys, you think I don't know? You guys, you did all of this. It's very clear. It's an elaborate ruse between the two of you. You're just trolling me. You want me to show my emotions.
No, this really happened.
No, it actually really happened. Legitimately.
Okay, listen, what it is that I have to do now is I gotta prepare for a sing-along. Do you have anybody that we should sing to? Should we be singing towards anybody in particular? Besides Lee Konitz, we will absolutely be singing for Lee Konitz tonight. But anybody else, anything else?
I think we should sing for Andrew Earl. He deserves some redemption.
For what? He's a dumbass.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I know. It's just you kind of feel sorry for him. It's kind of like, oh, poor Andrew. He keeps putting his foot in his mouth, and then you see him get on the small bus to school, and it's like, okay, I get it. Don't worry about it, Andrew. We're still friends. I don't hate you. When you get off the school bus, I'll come here. I'll put the helmet on. I'll help you put the helmet on. No problem. I get it. So listen, I gotta play some Overkill now because it's queued up, and after that we sing. All right. Not for Andrew Earl, though. Him.
Thanks, Sam, for the clarity.
Bye, Sam.
Love you, too. Bye-bye. we do have a little bit of controversy when it comes to the Pedro Carlos and or Carlos Santos, I should say, Sun Ra situation, where Nelson says that they don't sound anything like each other. That's because you know a lot of music, dude. A lot of people don't know. It's not right to assume that you know that everybody knows this shit. You're a nerd. Our opinion doesn't even matter. We're weirdos for what we know. It's just, you understand? Most people, you can't expect people to just know the difference. I'm going to get to the MF Doom thing. What it is that I did is one of you asked for my opinion on which MF Doom you should pick up. I mean, the answer is all of them, but I do have some suggestions which will certainly, I guess, help out. What we need to do, though, now that we are 3 past 10, so we're at the 7th inning stretch part of the show, dear friends, where we pay thanks and we pay tribute. And what we need to do is pay tribute and thanks to Lee Konitz, legendary saxophone player, the last living member. Okay, the last living member of the Miles Davis band, along with the collaboration of Gil Evans, to be on the Birth of the Cool sessions. So all of those musicians are now passed away, and we should absolutely sing for the nurses and all of the people in the medical field. That one was actually suggested by my wife, Dre, and she's absolutely right. So it's time to sing, and then after that, we're going to play some more music. I don't know what we're going to play. Maybe I should play some MF Doom. I got a bunch of that. Sure. All right. Let's sing.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
I am absolutely not fed up with doing that. Still feels good. Because it's not about listening to the same song over and over again. It's about the meaning that it's taken for this show. And why we sing. Well, at least why I sing. But I think you guys know too, man. I think you guys get it. It's kind of like toasting, you know? But instead of doing it with a drink, we do it with a song. Joe O'Brien is actually an emergency ward nurse. He's in the ER, man. I'm not in the ER in New York, so I'm not sure that there's anybody more on the front lines than him. Buddy, if there's any moment that I got to be serious at any point whatsoever, it's now. It's just thanks so much for what you do. Like, to me, I'm not overstating it when I think that people like you are my heroes. It's just... You're the guys who are keeping this world sane. You're the guys who are keeping everything going, man. It's just, I'm so deeply grateful. I'm a dumbass playing music, and it counts. I mean, I don't want to, but not like what you do. That counts more. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try to get into the MF Doom question. I forgot who it was that asked, but somebody was asking about MF Doom. There's a lot of MF Doom in the store, right? So what would I choose if I had to choose any MF Doom from the shop? And there's a bunch of them. Nelson immediately pointed to Mad Villainy, or Mad Villain, which I completely understand. I mean, that's very much the classic. Okay, 2LP, 26.98 US. You can't go wrong. The fact of the matter is that I think I'm probably not the right guy to ask because I like it all. And I don't think that that's I don't think that that's a good answer sometimes. Because, you know, somebody who asks for your opinion, they're asking you to help them pick something. And the only thing that I can tell you is it's one of those things like when you go to your favorite bakery and they got all those pastries and they all look so good. You buy one, and if you like one, then you try the next, and then you try the next, and then you try the next. Well, what it is that I'm telling you is that you can go there every day to the Mad Villain pastry shop and order a different pastry, and it's all going to be good. Okay, one particularly attractive element to buying MF Doom records is that they're not expensive. One of the reasons that they're not expensive is because they're very cheaply made. So don't expect. It's just what's that pressing plant? Somehow United. These records are made at Rainbow, I think. Those are probably the two kind of like plants that have the worst reputations for making shitty pressings. I think these are all, I mean, most MF Doom records that I have are pressed at Rainbow. Nothing spectacular at all, but the value is just, I mean, it can't be beat. Okay, so what it is that I took out is I took out just one volume of these Metal Fingers 2 LP sets called Special Herbs. Okay, so if you take a look at a whole bunch of the records on just page 1 of MF Doom in the store, in vinyljunkies.store, you're going to see a whole bunch of Special Herbs. Those are all good. And you see how cheap they are? Believe me, pick them all up. The one that I'm going to be playing is the blue one, which is Special Herbs 7 and 8, but I think it goes up to 12. So that's to say 6 records. Okay, 6 double LPs, plus every single LP has a 45 as well. So you're getting a 2 LP set, and you're getting a 45. For the most expensive ones are maybe $25, but I got some over here that are $20.98. Some of this stuff is fucking cheap, man. I see one MF Doom $20.98 for a 2 LP plus 45 set, the red one. The red one might be 1 and 2. I don't remember the colors. But you're definitely getting a ton of value on those. again, don't expect it. Listen, this stuff is not going to be audiophile. I mean, the pressings are kind of garbage, but I buy MF Doom records like I buy my reggae records. I know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, I'm not sure that I want to pay more for them. I think I like the fact that they're as inexpensive as possible because it allows you to go deep into his catalog without having to spend a lot of money. But Doomsday is super important also. But if we're looking at value, just value, the Special Herbs comps, which is what I'm holding right here, yeah, man, 2 LP plus a 45, you know, some of them cost like $21 US for all that. I would most certainly suggest those. I welcome anybody to add their 2 cents when it comes to all of this because I'm pretty sure that you might have different ideas. And that's cool too, right? But that's the one that I picked. That said, I agree 100% with Nelson talking about you picking up Mad Villain. Mad Villain is the big one. So if you had to start one place and you want the Dark Side of the Moon or something like that, you want the album, you know, the albums that really made their career, that made his career, you'd be looking at the Doomsday records and you'd be looking at Mad Villainy. Those are the ones. If you're looking at, you know, anyway, I've said enough. We're going to listen to one of the 45s on, what is this, volume 5 and 6 of Metal Fingers? The volume 5 and 6? No, volume 7 and 8. The blue one is the volume 7 and 8 of Mad Fingers. Hope you enjoy it.
He was a nigga yesterday. He's a nigga today. And he's gonna be a nigga tomorrow.
we'll tackle a little bit of an unpopular opinion by Nelson, because I think it's actually pretty worthwhile to talk about. Since we're talking about MF Doom, which album, I'm pretty sure that he understands why it is that I would pick Doomsday. And basically his comment is that MF Doom is overrated. I don't agree. On the other hand, I think there's a sameness to what he does. The thing is that there's a sameness, but there's a sameness that makes me still own like a dozen MF Doom records. I have a ton of stuff from them. Mad Villain, all of that, man. It's just, I really dig it all. So, I'm not sure if I'd consider it overrated, but if you're trying to say that maybe there's a certain sameness to the beats, yeah, okay, I get that. But the thing is that, I don't know, man. There's a little bit of a sameness in some ways. Well, okay, it's a lot. It's a tougher thing to say, but still, it's just Dilla had a style. I mean, you listen to Dilla, there's something that there's a similarity. There's this kind of like theme or this sound, this construction that you can hear, no matter what Dilla record you play. So, I mean, does that make it overrated? I'm not sure. And, I mean, for me, that's kind of the way it is that I always took MF Doom. That said, I'm not sure that that's an honest comparison either, because, I mean, I want absolutely every Dilla record. Dilla's fucking amazing. And so much so, I think I gotta play some Dilla next. Or not next, but during the course of tonight. See, Andrew Daly, I think what it is that you should be seeing throughout all of this, and by now, you're hearing a lot of the same names, and I kind of want it that way, because I want you guys to know who our family is, right? And Andrew Daly, just in one of the pretty typical Andrew ways, is saying that we should message Joe O'Brien on Facebook and thank him for what he does. The guy busts his ass in ER. He saves lives every fucking day. He sees people pass. You understand? He's the last line of defense. It's honorable work. It's stressful work. It's work I know that I could never do. So the reason it is that I would mention something like that is because, number one, I think he's absolutely right and he is deserving. And Joe is a quiet guy. Pretty unassuming, at least what I know of him. And it shows you what Andrew's like, and basically it shows you what this entirety community, the entirety of this community is. It's just we're pretty fucking cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely dig it. Curtis says that there's no link to this show on Patreon. Curtis, there is a link in Patreon. There should be, but we do see you. Mondo, along the same tip, asks if we dig Quasimodo. I'm pretty sure that a whole lot of us dig Lord Quas. As a matter of fact, I just pulled some Lord Quas back there, so maybe that's something that I should pull as well. Know what I'm saying? Okay. Why don't we get to the next one? I've been meaning to play it for a while. I want something a bit garagey, and I'm going to give it to you. The Mummies. Not stuff you're going to find in the store. Ultra low budget and ultra necessary.
Alligator, come on to the church.
I mean, I should know. If I'm going to put on a Mummies record, the song's going to be done in 2 minutes. So it doesn't exactly give me a lot of time to go pick out another album. But I'm looking at the Dilla stacks, man. I'm thinking we need some Dilla tonight. I know most of you aren't on Zoom, but I can just tell you that it gives me an immense amount of satisfaction seeing you guys check in, seeing you guys have a drink, and know that you're chilling out just like I am. It certainly helps everything feel a little closer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I'm all mushy tonight, folks. How about we play some of that? I always get the names mixed up because I have a lot of Brazilian music. What is it? Pedro Santos, Carlos Santos, Pedro Carlos. The fuck's the name of this guy? Pedro Santos. So I have Antonio Carlos. I have a whole lot of this stuff, but Pedro Santos. I'm not sure this record is available in the store anymore. That said, if it is, there are not a lot of copies. And if it is, and you like what you are about to hear, it is one of the truly most unique Brazilian records that you will ever hear. I've never heard anything like it, and yeah, I could not recommend it more. Again, if it tickles your ear, you know, if you like what you hear right off, it might be too weird, but it's kind of like Exotica. Weirdo Exotica, crack fucking acid Weirdo Exotica meets Brazilian music. You can judge for yourself as I go dig out some Dilla. See, so getting back to what we were saying about Angela, asking if she's the dumbass or Andrew, because she heard this and asked if it was the Sun Ra. Sun Ra does this kind of weird stuff. I mean, I think what would give it away is that Sun Ra generally has a whole lot more percussion. Like, everybody plays percussion in his band. There's no horn, you know, so there's certainly some I don't know, highlights, for lack of a better term, that kind of just indicate, okay, that's Ra. That's the universe of Ra. But in terms of the weirdness factor, Pedro Santos is a pretty weird record, man. It's I don't know. It's Brazilian exotica. You know, to me, if you take Brazilian music and you mix it with exotica and you know, some of that crazy Esquivel instrumentation, you start getting a feel for what Pedro Santos is. It's a brilliant record, really. You see Pedro Santos in the shop, I'm telling you, there's not going to be a lot of copies of it because it is Mr. Bongo stuff. So Mr. Bongo put this stuff on sale. It's still on sale, and they blew out most of it. So it's not something that I expect to be reissued too often. If you have it, you know what you have. And I know that there's at least two of you who have this record other than myself. Nelson's got it, and Daly obviously has it. The Dailies have it. I can't recommend it enough, especially if you like Brazilian music and you're trying to dip your toe into the more psychedelic, more weird Brazilian music. It's definitely on that spectrum. With that, we're going to go to Dilla now. All right? So Dilla says that, not Dilla, but Nelson kind of says that Dilla had that chill factor. I mean, it's more than that, but sure, he's absolutely right. So how about we play a track that he does with D'Angelo Uncommon? It'll definitely have that chill factor in spades, and that's not such a bad place to be right now, is it? I'm pretty sure. Come on, man. Pour yourself another drink there, Nelson. Do it. I see you drinking. Who's up there? Curtis Postel is with us as well. Get yourself something tasty, Curtis. Whatever it is. We're going to listen to some Dylan. We're going to chill. Proper. Real proper. I fucking love being here with you every night. No matter what mood I'm in before, the first hour, the first half hour usually is the tough part, but once I reach this point of the show, it's like, damn, this is fucking family, man. This is special.
With your mouth don't say, baby, your thighs do. I want us to arrive together. I love it when the weather is wet and sticky. Some depict me as being conscious. Yeah, I use my head. It was you that fed my appetite for seduction. Biting and cussing, making love and touching when no one has ever touched before. The heat got you open like an oven door because of your innocence. Even more you'll remember this hardcore gentleness. Before you wasn't into this, on the ride your freak became limitless. Holding on to the night and me tight as we write on the walls. A story called Go. You've got so much to do. You've got so much to do. and receive it with openness. Emotions just spill. I'm giving you something that you can feel. It's hard to stay still. Rubbing your desires up against mine. I feel you shaking. I'm thinking that it's time. My fingers on the hook of your neck. Deep in your eyes is a look of respect. Soft, wet brown sugar mixed with cinnamon. Said you learning to trust men again, but this is love, made unselfish, made for you to feel empowered at the same time helpless. You dealt with a lot in your screams and moans. There's something about your walk that I seen, I'm home, but we don't have to think no more. It's synchronicity and raw, and this is what I came here for. You get so fast, I'm telling you.
Can I just say something? Okay? I'll say it with respect, and I'll say it because it's true. Now, Janice wants me to play some kills for her. I pretty much proved today that if you guys keep your end of the bargain, I'm going to keep my end of the bargain. I don't care. I'll play anything. Okay, which actually gets me to answering Nelson's question. No, I don't have any Mariah Carey. I actually don't know Mariah Carey, so I'm in no position to hate her. She seems like a bubblehead. I mean, but I can't say that I know her music. I mean, so, you know. Cardi B's a bubblehead too, but I like her. But do I have Liquid Swords? No, I don't have Liquid Swords yet. It's certainly a record that I need, I know. I forgot there was another record that Nelson said I absolutely needed. Dude, fucking send it. What do you want me to tell you? I got a million records. You know it's not like I'm going to stop buying records. You know that that's not what I'm doing here. Dickhead, you keep mentioning Liquid Swords. You want to hear it. I get it. I get it. I'm going to buy what I want to buy. It doesn't mean I don't like it. I'm going to play it. You know I will. But I appreciate your input. Really, I do. Now, when it comes to, I notice a little bit of patron talk. All of you guys talking about how, let me answer some patron questions for you, okay? Stoned Immaculate, I actually don't know who you are, what real name is, but the question is, that he has is, how does somebody know their patron number? Generally speaking, I have a wall of fame, okay, that hasn't been updated in a while. The reason it hasn't been updated in a while is because some people have left, some people have been thrown out, and a lot of people came in as well. So it's an up and down thing that happens, number one, and just, I mean, this is my second show tonight, you know, and it's a lot of shows, so I haven't really had the time to pay attention to it. But I'm fully aware of the fact that the patron numbers all have to be updated. I've thrown some people out, man. Just because you're a patron, it doesn't mean you get to be a dumbass. It doesn't mean that you get to behave like an asshole towards other people. That's absolutely unacceptable here. I know a lot of you... No, actually, you're probably not, because you know I'm fucking around. But it's like you might be thinking, you know, you're the one who should be speaking. Nobody fucking abuses people more than me. It's true. But I'm fucking around with you, too. It is the art of busting balls. It's a different thing. So, to answer the question, what patron are you? I gotta update all that. It's me that's behind on it. I'm kind of behind on the podcasts. Okay, so for example, today's the last two shows before today were taken down. Okay, so the Radiohead show is already taken down. It's gone. If you want to listen to yesterday's show, which was, in my opinion, either the best or the second best show we've had so far, it's down. Can't help you. And I'm pretty sure that's because we went like to 4.5 hours. We went over by a ton. I know that it's that. So that's why I got to keep it around 3 hours, man. It's, you know, it's a bummer when this shit gets taken down. That said, I upload all of it, so it's like I make sure that I grab all of the audio and I put it up on our podcast. So even if you can't catch a certain episode on YouTube, all you got to do is look on podcasts. So if you have iTunes or if you have Google Play or Spotify or any of them, just look for Vinyl Junkies. You're going to notice one of our logos. That's us. Subscribe to the podcast. It's all there. So you will not lose that episode, yesterday's episode, for example. And the other way is Periscope. We got a Periscope channel. If you're a Periscope subscriber, Periscope never goes down. Like, it never goes down. So that's kind of cool. Then Johnny Campbell says that he throws money at the monkey when he shakes it just right. I can accept that. I'm a monkey. That's what I do. I'm monkey boy. But I'm going to answer the rest about not being a patron. You dirty bitch. Yes, Nelson, what do you want? Turn off your show in the back, dickhead.
What was that?
Okay, what do you want?
The Gorillas.
I'm not sure oh, wait a second. VMP put out some kind of Gorillaz record, right?
Demon Days.
Okay, I never listened to it.
Guns.
Which one?
Off of that album.
What's
Kids with Guns?
Okay. So what, you just called for that?
Well, yeah, because you're kind of boring.
Jesus Christ. Is that nice? I'm fucking sweating my balls off.
I will super chat you if you stop talking about sauce.
About who?
About sauce.
Dude, I hate to tell you, but when it comes to sauce, I will fucking destroy you. I know you know how to make cooking, you know how to do all of this stuff.
Fancy sauce, man.
I will ruin
I can
you.
make my own sauce, but that's just way too fucking long.
Wrong.
For the same
Wrong!
outcome.
Shut up! Wrong. Absolutely wrong. You are so fucking... Sauce is important. It's important. You gotta know how to make potatoes. You need to know how to make sauce.
I just told you I'd pay you.
I'm the one talking. And it's important to know how to cook rice. These are basic foods. These are peasant foods. You're going to tell me that it doesn't matter. You can get peasant food in a jar? You're wrong. You're wrong. What do you want?
Well, nothing now. Jesus, you hurt my feelings.
No, dude, it's just... I don't understand why you say these kind of things. It's just, you know. Sauce. They put all kinds of chemicals in that shit. Sauce is one of the most basic...
preservative.
Dude, one of the most basic things in the world is sauce. Okay? It's pure. It's fucking pure. And if you want a good sauce, you don't have to be like these Frenchmans. These fucking Frenchmans that they put carrots in them and they put fucking celery. What are you making, a stew? What are you making there? Are you making a minestrone or are you making a sauce? Frenchmans, that's what they do. You understand? They gotta put les carottes, on met des carottes, esti. Des carottes, du céleri. The food tastes like shit because of it. And you know what they put in their fucking tortillas? They put the same thing. Same recipe. What?
Hey.
What?
Thanks for making me happy.
Dude! Alright, I think it's time to hang up on you, man. I can hang up? Yeah, I can. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, look, so Johnny, just to finish the thought, you're not a patron and you throw tips to the monkey when he shakes it just right. I 1,000,000% accept that and appreciate that. I think community is all about everybody does what they can, how they can. Period. The people who show up night after night after night after night and they just keep taking, that's kind of a different thing. But you know what? Not even. Not even because of the times that we're in right now. So you have to show empathy towards each other. But Nelson is right. In one aspect. He's absolutely right in one aspect. The number that matters to me when you look at the Patreon number is the number to the left. To me, it's about knowing that people just make a commitment and say, you know what, dude, I got your back. So it just makes me happy to see 174 become 175. It gives me, I'm not sure if you're able to understand it, but believe it or not, and $2 a month is fine. Okay? Because it's never about how much. You do what you can. It's just the fact that there's, to me, I look at that and it gives me a certain sense of security. It's the part that makes me feel the most secure because it's there and I can look at it. And for somebody who hustles like me, it makes a big deal. Like I said, man, you know, I've done the really starving student thing. So you always kind of have that fear inside of you. That's what it is. But you know what, Johnny? You're absolutely right. You got to do you. And whatever you do, it's awesome. I love it. Thank you. But he's right. Just seeing 174 become 175, it's a security thing. It's a gesture. It's a gesture to me that matters more than any amount. It's just, I got your back. So when I hear Janice, again, I keep going back to the story because these are really, these are my values. This is the stuff that matters to me. You want to know why it is that I like the people that I like? Because it's just when somebody tells me that she immediately lets everybody around her that she loves know, hey, shit gets tight, you come here. I got you. That is exactly the kind of security that anybody who's been truly down on their luck understands. Doesn't mean you go to it. But I can tell you one thing. I know who I'd be able to go to. I know that if I was down on my luck, I got friends who would have my back like that. It counts. So, I'm going to play music. I'm going to play some more Madlib. Okay, Jets to Brazil, I think is the name of this record. It's a pretty great record. It's another compilation, 2LP. Is it Jets to Brazil? Oh, Flight to Brazil. Jets to Brazil, I believe, might be a... I don't know. Anyway. Flights to Brazil, which is Madlib sampling a whole bunch of Brazilian sounds and really doing quite a good job of it. So, why don't I play some of that for you? My guess is that it's not available, but still good to listen to, right? I absolutely love speaking to you from the heart the way I do. This is the first time, this is a time in my life where I've never been more myself. It's good to know that, okay, it's kind of a bit sad that I had to reach nearly 50 years old to get here, but I got here. And now we're all together and we're fucking 35 days in and we've developed this bond between us. It's a beautiful thing. So, you know, anybody that might naysay the fact that it's on the internet, I don't think gets it at all. I trust my feeling. I trust what I have inside, and I know when it is that I haven't had that feeling, and when it's hurt so bad inside because you don't feel that love, I feel nothing but love here. Not just towards me, towards each other, all of us. We must be doing something right. So, be all the fucking weirdo you want. Cut your hair however you want. Be the weirdo you want. Listen to what you want. Look how you want. I don't give a shit. The only thing I care about is what you have in your heart. That's what matters. And that's why we do this. Sure, our commonality is that we all love art. But what it is that makes us family is not just the art. It's not because we have things that we enjoy in common. It's not just that. You share real shit. And that real shit, I think we have absolutely proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that stuff can be shared to a very effective degree online with people that you have never met before. How do I know we're doing it? I can't write a love letter to you guys more than that. It's just, yeah, I give a shit about you that much.
This is the daily flight along the coast of Brazil. We are now reaching Belém, a city in the extreme north of Brazil. From Belém to Pará, Cruzeiro maintains daily flights to the Guianas. Belém is one of the most important gateways of Brazil. Time of flight from São Luís to Belém, 50 minutes.
Descansa as tuas mãos, por favor. Jorge, o Jorge do pandeiro. Descansa as tuas mãos, por favor. Coração.
tatu. É samba de preto velho, samba de preto novo. Mais que nada, um samba como esse tão legal, você não vai querer que eu chegue no final.
One of my favorite Madlib records. He definitely does Brazil right. I had to turn it off because we're about to approach the 3-hour mark, and I don't want the show to get thrown off. You know, it's just for those people who can't. I mean, our European friends. You know, it's a bummer if the show gets taken off and they can't listen to it. Both Kyra and Joseph Delaney are out working, man, making pizzas, delivering pizzas, and it sounds like they're having a bit of a miserable night. And you know, it's funny because he leaves a tip to me saying, "Don't forget to tip your delivery people." Yeah, listen, 1,000,000%. I always tip those people, like always. And it's not like $1 and a little extra change. No, it's like, if you're gonna bring my pizza to me, like, I'll give you $4 or $5. Usually, like, all the change under $5 is what they get, so I'll round off there. You know, I never give under 15% when I go to a restaurant. Like, never. These people are not fucking paid properly. You know. And my wife, who works at a hotel, actually says that, you know, it's the same thing with chambermaids and that kind of thing, you know, people who fix up the rooms. And she says, you know, in her nearly 30 years working at a 5-star hotel, says that without a doubt, whenever it is that you get anybody from the service industry, the hotel industry, any part, whether it is that they get your check your bags or they make up your room, whatever the case is, whenever these people stay at hotels, they always tip well. Always. Not because they're rich, because they know. They know the other side. Whenever it is that you go out with a bartender, whenever it is that you go out with serving staff at a restaurant, anybody that serves you anything, they all tip well. Because they know. The taxi driver's not getting rich. Your Uber driver's not getting rich. I know, listen, I'm not trying to be a prick and say, you know, I understand budget. But on the other hand, what you have to do is you have to understand what people are doing and make sure that they can do what they do with dignity. So I get it. And I guess the reason it is that I'm saying all of that is Joseph, Kyra, thanks. And yeah, I get it. And you can rest 1,000% sure that I can't do it for you, but whenever somebody delivers a pizza at this house or delivers some Chinese food at this house, we do it right. And whenever we go to a restaurant, same thing. So, sorry if I had to get a little bit on a soapbox, but I think maybe now's the time to get on that soapbox because we see what those people mean more than ever. They're the ones who are keeping the fabric of society together. They're the ones who are helping us get by. The guys that deliver our groceries to us. I mean, our doorbell rang at 8 p.m. tonight, right as I was about to start the show. And it was Costco delivering groceries. That dude's working until 8 p.m. He's probably still got groceries. What am I supposed to do? It comes to me. You know, so I think it's pretty important, and I'm sorry if it takes us off the topic of music a little bit, but look, my intention over here is to be real with these broadcasts. So there's no fucking peasants, not from you guys. How does food get to my fucking place? You know, you guys are the ones that bring it together. You're the heroes, really. And I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to think that way for the rest of my life. I got to cut my stories short, and I see Novos Bayanos, dude. None of that's going to happen. What it is that I'd like to say, though, is I do acknowledge your tip. Who is it? Is it Joseph? Who is it that left me a tip for? Andrew Brown wanted Sodom or bolt thrower. So, look, I don't have any bolt thrower. Yes, I know, big deal. I will absolutely get bolt thrower at some point. But I do have Sodom, and I will play it. Okay, so all you got to do, I'm not going to remember who requested what, but all I can tell you is bust my balls about it tomorrow. Keep bugging me about Sodom. I promise I'm going to play something off Obsessed by Cruelty for you. I got you. As a matter of fact, if anything, you want to know something, Andrew? I like your requests because it helps me keep on the metal. I like playing the metal, and you kind of make me want to go out and buy more metal records, you know? I want those stacks to be good. It's just metal, you know? When you're metal, you fucking die metal. What do you want me to tell you? The music, it gets in your blood. All right, folks. So what I'm going to do now is play the last or second to last song, which is something off an album that I've had put aside in the stacks for 2 weeks and just never got around to, and it's time. We played a little bit of D'Angelo earlier, along with Madlib, or no, not with Madlib, but with Dilla. So how about we listen to this masterpiece of an album, Voodoo, man. It's like, if it's available in the store, I don't know if it is, but if it is, pick it up, and pick it up yesterday. If you like if you like this kind of music.
To this dish goes like this. Here's a list: materialistic, greed and lust, jealousy, envious, bread and dough, cheese, flash stash, cash and cream, temperatures of high degrees. Niggas come feast. Landlessness, all about apocalypse. Ain't no doubt. Everybody's holding out. All the loot, all the clout. Right or wrong, we do or die. Only vengeance can pacify. Watch your back, so will I. In these days of time, up the slides, won't buy. Why is why, till we fry. Watch us all, stand alive. Both slices of devil's pie. Drugs and thugs, women wine. 3 or 4 at a time. Watch them all, want justice, just us. As the ashes, dust to dust. Time has come for most of us, choosing which God we trust. I know I wanna die, search to find a peace of mind. 85, don't be blind. There can be no compromise. Fuck this line, yeah, won't the wine is wine, jealous fine. Find the song, stand in line, focus like something that was mine. Just a love, when wine, painful, at a time. Wait a minute, let me think about like something that was mine. Still everybody out there, get down, won't like something that was mine. In my won't like something that was mine. Little woman in the street, sell a fucking body for like something that was mine. Niggas killing each other in the streets for like something that was mine. But all in line, all in line. Won't like something that was mine. All in line, all in line. Give me those like something that was mine. All in line, all in line. Won't like something that was mine. All in line, give a fuck. I ain't going out for like something.
All right. So, it looks. I'm just having a look at some of the orders, and I was a bit surprised to see Porridge Radio. It looks like Brian updated the stock, and we have more Porridge Radio in stock. It's a record that sells out immediately. I can't go into the back system to see how many copies we have, but actually I can. I'll just do it real quick for you. But I can tell you that anybody who's kind of been frustrated at trying to pick up a copy of the Porridge Radio and can't get it, there's 16 available. So those 16 are probably gone by tomorrow. Jump if you want the record. It is that good, and yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, we finish every day with it. We finish every show with it. It does make sense. I keep forgetting the name of the goddamn song though. Born Confused, which the title of the song is perfect too. Thanks for everything, guys. And deep gratitude. I hate getting off after 3 hours sometimes because the truth is I want to keep going right now, but no point, man. We're going to get thrown off, so I just gotta wait for the warning signal, which just went down, and call it a day. Andrew, I saw that you picked up a whole bunch of the Andrew Daly. That is, I saw that you picked up a bunch of the Mad Lib. The Mad Lib, listen, bang for buck, you're gonna get tons of bang for buck, tons. But the Porridge Radio, look, get it while you can. Oh. You know what I should say also to those of you who are around? I think we're going to be getting that Germs record that sold out immediately. I forgot which one, but there's a Germs record coming out by Org Music that there are not a lot of copies of it. Like there's 20 copies, and I know that people have already picked them up, so they might be sold out, but I did get heads up, so if that's the case and 2-3 copies come our way, I'm going to let you guys know immediately within the Facebook group. I can't keep it going, brother. I can't do it because we're going to get thrown off. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow you get 2 shows, Tomorrow we do part 2 of the Radiohead listening marathon in chronological order. So we're going to play the Bends. I'm going to put that up as soon as I'm done here. And obviously, we're going to do day 36 of the Virus broadcasts. I'm never going to forget this. Fucking awesome. Thank you for making me happy.
I'm bored to death, let's argue. I'm bored to death, let's argue. I'm bored to death, let's argue. What is going on with me? And maybe I was born confused, and baby I was born confused, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe nothing's going on, and everyone I know is down in the dumps about
Thank you for leaving me. Thank you for making me happy. Thank you for leaving me. Thank you for making me happy. Thank you for leaving me. Thank you for making me happy. Thank you for leaving me. Thank you for making me happy. 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 Thank you for making me happy.
All right, folks.